Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be a TVC featuring Florencio, it's going to be a Sunday cast, and it's going to be on Oxide, the latter edition. Bottom left-hand corner is the red Terran player. It is Florencio. Playing under his Smurf name, it is top 5 hotkeys. And in the top right, we have a blue Zerg player. It is Adabuu. Which, sure, that's a name, I guess. So ZVT here on Oxide, I actually caught a lot of this replay as it was being cast and played live by Florencio on his stream. Link to his Twitch stream in the description. Go ahead, show up there, and tell him that Falcon sent you. All right. 16, hang on a second. Not 16, 18, 17 here from Adabuu. 18 hatch. Fairly greedy, I feel like. Florencio, let's see, APM check. Currently has an average APM of 67. And the Zerg player has an APM of 57. So, not spamming. Double gas opening here from Florencio. 1 Rex inside his main base. And extractor pool here from Adabuu. From Easy Die, the clan name. I'm not entirely sure what that's referring to, but anywho. I assume this is going to be a factory next here from Florencio. As soon as he has enough minerals. Well, Tech Lab, first of all, for his barracks. Interesting. Just trust me on this one, guys. It gets interesting. It gets real non-standard. That's what's fun about Florencio. He plays all the different races. He does crazy, weird stuff. He has fun with it. He's not here to win Katowice. He's not here to win DreamHack. He's just here to play StarCraft and enjoy it and kind of experiment with what's possible, you know what I mean, in the StarCraft world. And that's what he does, and he's really successful. So a bunker coming up. Got a couple Marines. I'm not sure what the Tech Lab is for making Marine production, but that's okay. We'll figure it out eventually. And actually not making a factory, a second command center here on the high ground. So I would recommend if Florencio was watching this cast, he doesn't play this thing to be super optimal. But if you're getting a bunker anyway, and you're getting a quick expansion, I would just put the bunker down here. Like, sidle it up to where your command center is building, and that can do a lot to deal with early Zerglings if that's what you're worried about. Obviously, a Reaper does a pretty good job at dealing with early Zerglings too, but if you don't feel comfortable with a Reaper, then a bunker with Marines is going to do all right. Third base coming up from Adabuu at around 245 or so, which is just fine timing. I'm not going to complain about it. And the Ling's coming down the long way. It wasn't a pool first play, so it's not like he's intending to catch the command center under construction down here and kill it. But he doesn't want to get caught by a Reaper that's moving out, possibly a late Reaper. He's actually, man, what's he doing? He's actually worried entirely about what's going on here. Maybe waiting for speed before he pokes in. That seems like something that he might want to do. There's your factory. Okay, so top 5 hotkeys. Florencio here. Man, that KYS at the end stands for kill yourself in internet speak. I'm like a 99.9% sure that Florencio did not intend that to be the message. Top 5 hotkeys. Again, I'm not sure what top 5 hotkeys means either. I should ask him. What he had in mind here. But again, Florencio, super nice dude. Honestly, if you show up in chat and say hey to him and Falcon sent you, he will greet you like a friend. He'll greet you like a friend anyway. Bailing Nest coming up from Adabuu. And we, oh my goodness, are we just triple fac here from FLO. Effectively off of 1 base here. This could get pretty intense from Adabuu. I mean, he went for that fast third without knowing it's a 1 base opening here from Florencio, and that could be a bit of his downfall. But yeah, this is a 4K cast, so hope you're enjoying it. Hit that like button if you are. I know a lot of people are just watching on non-4K compatible devices, and that's fine. Eventually, you're going to get a 4K monitor or a 4K TV, and then already the future-proofed StarCraft cast from Falcon Paladin will be ready to go when that happens. So, super joy. About 4.5 minute Spore Crawler here, a little bit early, but again, it is a 1 base opening. So a 1 base opening can get Banshees out faster than if it's a 2 base opening. Planetary Fortress with a natural base is something that I like to do when I'm rushing battle cruisers, when I play 3v3, when I'm on Twitch, at twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin, so that's fun stuff. Ah, yes, the Widowmine production. Loving it. Loving the Widowmine production here. Not reactoring the factories, though. Actually, no add-ons whatsoever, which is... I want to call it bad, but, you know, Florencio does what Florencio does, and the reason we love his cast is because he does what he does. It's not because he's playing super duper optimally in every possible way, right? We're here to have fun. We're here to be entertained by something weird. That's what it's all about. And that's what we're doing here. Like, who opens 3 factory Widowmine production in a 1v1 in a TVZ? Nobody! That's who, but Florencio does. Absolutely, this man will do it, and he'll enjoy doing it as well. I don't know where those went. Widowmines, where'd you go? Ah, they're hiding. They're hiding in places. One of them is behind the refinery. One's right here. I guess they're all 3 right here. Be my guess. Yep, one of them's entirely invisible. Unless we come around the outside here and barely... There we go. That's a better place to see it. I like it. Sneaky placement for Widowmines, as though he's expecting mutas, which, I mean, it's a possibility. We have Lings and Banes out, and Mutalisks are the prime complement to that particular composition. Adabu's not terrible, honestly. He's playing alright. He's at 40 workers here at 5 minutes. He's got maybe more stuff than he needs, but he's expecting Hellions, right? He's expecting Hellions or some kind of a Marine medevac style attack, or maybe a tank Marine style of a thing, but nope. That's not what's happening. We're turtling here. This is a turtle Terran play. You get a planetary fortress at your natural base if you're intending to turtle against your Zerg opponent. That's exactly what is happening here. So, Lings, recognizing there's nothing for them to do, are going to knock down these rocks, because it does kind of suck to deal with tanks behind these rocks firing down. It makes this whole zone inhabitable, and as a Zerg player, you kind of want this zone because you're defending your third base, don't you know? A couple spines coming up. Again, Adabuu really has no idea what's going on over here. He's not scouting whatsoever. I mean, he's got overlords in positions to see if drops are coming, which is really nice. And these are Banelings watching to see if drops are coming too. But he has no vision whatsoever. I'd recommend Adabuu go ahead and make an Overseer, get speed for it especially, and fly it in and see what's going on. You'd see the 3 factory. You'd see a lot of Widowmines being produced. I mean, a lot of Widowmines being produced here. A third base is done. Planetary Fortress coming up here. Some Widowmines here to defend it as well. Right now, again, this is Florencio we're talking about. His entire army is 3 Marines and 11 Widowmines. Oh, did they? I missed a little bit of a Baneling attack attempt here. We're going to back it up a little bit. That backed it up way further than I wanted to. My goodness. All right, so here come the Banelings. They got speed. They're feeling good about themselves, and then they all die. But they take 2 Widowmines with them. So that's nice, at least. So at this point, Adabu's like, so there's a command center being produced right here. That's weird, I guess. He does know about this, kind of, because he has the Overlord on the high ground here on Oxide. He sees the Widowmines and says, why are there just unburrowed Widowmines sitting out here? I don't know. This is interesting. He's like, well, there's Widowmines. I might as well go for a Spire, which... not something I would necessarily expect to see from a Zerg player who recognizes there's a lot of Widowmines, or at least, you know, 3 to 6 of them out on the field. 9 spine crawlers on the way, too. This is probably overkill, but again, he's worried. He's exceptionally worried about what's going on here, and I can't blame him for it. Viking production's on the way from Florencio as an idle SCV back here, but a couple idle SCVs he could put to work. He does have available worker slots down here at the natural base for it. And at the third base, especially, SCVs could find a lot of work there, too. So, Viking production, maybe to chase off the Overlords that are kind of hovering around. Hovering the outside of his base. Who knows? Not me. 8 Mutalisks in production from Adabuu. Which reminds me of Aladdin. Prince Adabuu, I believe Jafar calls Aladdin towards the end of the film. It's a good moment. Man, have I told the story about this? My little sister, when I was maybe 11 years old, I was home for Christmas break, and my little sister was maybe 2 or 3 at the time, and she loved Aladdin. Aladdin had just come out on VHS. We had it on the VCR, and she probably watched that like 5 to 6 times a day. I mean, just going through, and I was like, well, all right. I mean, there was really nothing else on daytime TV back then, if you remember that. If you didn't have cable TV back in the 90s, it was like, there was nothing on TV for kids, that's for sure. So I watched it a bunch. It's good. It's a good movie. It's not bad for adults or older kids, too. If you haven't seen Aladdin, I recommend it. Don't watch the remake that Disney did. Watch the animated one with Robin Williams providing the voice work that Disney kind of screwed him on because they didn't pay him what they agreed to, I believe. But Robin Williams doing excellent work is always worth your time. So yeah, Viking kind of running around trying to kill Overlords and whatnot. The Mutalisks are they ready to go? They have an Overseer with them. Okay, so Adabuu has some confidence here. that he can handle these Widow Mines because he has an Overseer. He does not have speed for the Overseer, which is an issue. He's getting an Infestation Pit, which is a lot of fun. Yeah! Widow Mine does catch the Mutas. Splash damages all of them, and they're going to retreat for now. Fourth base coming in now for the Terran player. Now, traditionally, this really should not work, you guys. If you're a Terran and you have not put any pressure on the Zerg player at all for the first 10 minutes of the game, they're normally going to be maxed out and come destroy you. So Adabu's decided there are Widow Mines out here. There are missile turrets, too. I'm going to try to go mass Mutalisk. He's got 19 Mutalisks in the sky. Turrets are trying to come up here from Florencio, but not sure it's going to work out for us, you know? Yeah, man. Fourth base. It is present. It doesn't make the sound in the replays, unfortunately, but it's... Trust me, it made a very satisfying sound is what it did. Yeah, man. So, basically, we're just... Oh, hold up. Ghost Academies. Triple Ghost Academy. With Viking production. We're getting tech labs on the factories now. What the heck is Florencio planning? Only he knows. Macro hatch on the way from Adabuu. He's floating a bunch of cash, and he's got 16 larvae. So, I mean, he could make another giant round of Mutalisks. Another 16 Mutalisks. Maybe 13. 13 Mutalisks. Go for it. Personal cloaking on the way for those ghosts. The Mutas have arrived. Oh, hang on. They're thinking about arriving. I like it when they have synced wing flaps. That's got to be programmed in, doesn't it? Anyway, there's 3 turrets here. That does not seem ample for the number of Mutalisks that are present, even if you're giving the... Yeah, even if you're giving the turrets the hug of life, this is too many Mutalisks to defend here. So the fourth base, not a great idea. Going to go down. No Widow Mines over here. Would have been nice, actually. On the other side, an Overseer from Adabuu wandering in to see what's going on and does see a bunker. We're going to use the Vikings to kind of try to shove away the Mutaflock. Honestly, bad fighters against Mutalisks, Vikings are, and yeah, you see how fast, oh, how fast the HP goes down when you're fighting against them. But Widow Mines at the top of these ramps, at the top of these ramps, at the top of this ramp. Oh, okay. Widow Mines getting some decent hits here. 10 Mutas have been killed. We're at 11 right now. It's not a great number. He's going for +2 flyer attack. He's getting 3/3 for his Lings and his Banelings and potential future Ultralisks and Adrenal Glands. The Lings and the Banelings have not accomplished anything here today whatsoever. I mean, honestly, at this stage, just mass Baneling, I think, would have won this game for Adabuu. But again, knowing what your opponent is up to and responding to it properly can be pretty difficult, it turns out. Nukes are on the way, by the way. Ultralisk Cavern coming in, too. In case you're wondering about that. Look at this. The Ling's like, move out. There's going to be Widow Mines. There's just Widow Mines here, too. So you can do this, right? You can totally counter Widow Mines with Mutalisks. If you're stacking them really well, as a nuke comes up, and you have an Overseer. And the Overseer has speed especially. So here comes a nuke. First nuke of the day. Oh, he's double nuking. Great pull here from Adabuu, though. He recognizes what's happening in time to get his drones out of there. Excellent nuke. Does he recognize this one in time? The answer is no. Ooh. Just placed to where it didn't wipe out the entire drone line, but 11 kills on that ghost nevertheless. Queen bites it as well. I mean, this ghost is sitting here on creep. He's trying to kill creep tumors as he becomes visible. Oh! 35 kill Widow Mine. All right, these Widow Mines are... The Planetary Fortress plus the Widow Mines makes it hard to engage with. In all fairness, that Widow Mine does end up going down. This nuke didn't happen, right? I'm going to go with that nuke did not happen. I have to look, though. Oh, my gosh, he got it off. No, he didn't. He did not. Okay, yes. Never say die. Thor's in production to deal with the Mutalisks. I like that choice a lot better than Vikings, for sure. 3 nukes at a time in production. I keep thinking that's a ghost over that way, but it's not. Oh, Thor dropping up the left side here too. That's what I love about Florencio. He's like, oh, 14 minutes is a good time for a double medevac Thor drop. Why not? Why don't we do that? This is ultra count is a little bit crazy though. There's 7 Ultralisks on the ground right now. It's 196 to 178 supply for Adabuu. Thors are, you know, easily going to take out a hatchery. They have no upgrades at all. Like, Florencio is unconcerned about upgrades today. That might be a problem for him. So here come the Ultralisks. That Thor is just, don't mind me. I'm walking away from battle. Widowmine shot. The SCVs are trying to repair, and they are, but they're also catching splash damage. Nice micro from the Ultralisk there on Adabuu. The Planetary Fortress goes down. The 5th, or the 4th base, rather, where Florencio is here. The Thors, are they getting magic boxed, or are they getting... no attacks whatsoever. Could probably pull that off. Okay, Thor's Planetary Fortress combo. Is it enough? Oh, the landing the Vikings to handle the Ultralisks as well here. Are you kidding me? My gosh, landed Vikings doing better against Ultralisks than I ever expected them to. They have no upgrades, and the Ultras have all of the upgrades right now. Actually, do they have chitinous plating? They don't have chitinous plating, which may explain how that battle went so in favor of the landed Vikings right there. Florencio is backed into a corner here. He is backed into 2 total bases. Not feeling good about that one at all. Lings are streaming across the map. Adabuu has a ton of money for Zerglings as necessary. Has he been injecting sort of... Oh, the mute. Again, no upgrades on these Thors. Doesn't matter. Ah, the Ling. The Zergling is the enemy. The eternal enemy of the Thor. Oh, Ling Muta. So good here. These guys are all dead. Landed Vikings going after a hatch in the top left. Ton of fun. Oh, we missed. I heard a nuke coming down. I did not see the indication for it. What's wrong with this replay? We got this. Oh, that's a good one. That is a juicy one. Woo-wee. Beautiful. Adabuu is at 57 workers. Florencio's at 34. The mass Viking is killing overlords and stuff. When the Lings and the Ultras show up, though, that's when bad things happen. For sure. This Ghost is trying to finish off the hatchery by himself with his gun. This nuke. This nuke's gonna hit too. Dude, nukes are one of those things that are way better outside of the pro ranks. They could be really good in the pro ranks, yes, but they are so much better if you get lower than that. So here's the problem for FLO. He's on 2 bases. He's still mining from his natural base for some way. Ugh. Widowmine's getting hits, man. Getting wiped out thanks to this Overseer here. Now, this is where Adabu's like, I got this. What, 44 workers. I need to rebuild some drones, probably. We're just going to attack into this. All right. That's reasonable, I guess. Oh, my gosh. Is he nuking his own base? Florencio! He's so... No, that's a Liberator. Okay. For a second there, I felt... Oh, the Liberators are just eating right now. Nom, 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 nom. Chewing up those Ultralisks. A nuke on moderately empty base, but, you know, you're still going to get 5 drone kills. I think we're down to 32 workers from Adabuu. And 3,800 minerals. Adabuu, you can do this, man. Drone up. Right? Saturate your bases here. Keep an eye out for ghosts that are running around, and I think you might be just fine. This ghost only has 27 kills when he gets cleaved in half by that Ultralisk. Guess what's in production? Nukes, basically. Just making nukes. Still no chitinous plating out of Adabuu, which I'm really, really concerned about right now. I'd love him to have chitinous plating for his Ultralisks, but that doesn't seem to be something he's thinking about at the moment. Also, his production tab is no drones at all. I mean, look, man, you have 3,000 minerals. You have 18 larvae. Some of the larvae might be on bases that are dead. Ooh, these Thors, though. Again, unupgraded Thors, mind you. Florencio is showing us the way with unupgraded Thors, man. But yeah, I mean, he's doing it. He's making 18 Lings now, so he's spending his money. He's spending his larvae. Lings for the Thors is not a bad idea. The Mutas are trying to... Oh, the Mutas... No, do not. Oh, wow, the range there is pretty good stuff. Do not engage. Flee. Production tab empty for both players at the moment. Some Ling. Okay. That's not enough Lings, though. They have great upgrades, but they're just not in numbers to handle the cost of 3 Thors. Upgrades are not everything, and bam! GG, Adabuu taps out, and Florencio is your winner in 19 minutes. Wow. 11 kill Thor. Several nukes going off. He did manage to reestablish his 3rd base. Nice job by Florencio on that one. Apparently, we're still watching. That's okay. But yeah, back home, Larva, 3,000 minerals. Adabuu, I think, could have done this. I think he could have done this. So here's the thing. If you're dealing with Thors, right, and especially in smaller numbers, Lings, Banes, and Hydras will do so well in this situation, right? You don't need the Mutalisks, right? The Hydras are going to do fine. The Hydras from range can also pick off Widow Mines that might be running around. Hydras are the missing ingredient here for Adabuu, unfortunately. But, you know, we're here to learn, right? We're playing StarCraft. We're learning. We're growing. We're watching StarCraft. We're having a good time, too. So, those nukes, man. Those nukes were something. And again, so much better if you're not trying to get a nuke off against somebody like Serral or Raynor or Dark or Rogue. You know what I mean? They're going to find that ghost and they're going to kill him. With the exception of, who was that? Maru nuked somebody into oblivion during Katowice, I want to say it was, earlier this year. Maybe it was even last year. Time is a flat circle. It doesn't mean anything anymore. But yeah, fantastic. Really, really fun stuff. Again, check out Florencio on Twitch. Let him know Falcon sent you. And that's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a really, really weird flow game for your Sunday. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.